Welcome to the Living in Sedona channel. I'm Cami, a real estate agent here in Sedona. If you are buying or selling a home in the Sedona or the Verde Valley area, there is something very crucial that you need to be aware of, and that's the increasing importance of being Firewise. What's Firewise? Stick around and we'll discuss how this is affecting homeowners in the worst possible way, their bank account. Most of us have heard about homeowners who are having difficulty insuring their homes if their property is in a location that has experienced hurricanes, flooding, and fires. Because of the location of Sedona and the Verde Valley to the National Forest, Sedona's homeowners are now experiencing that very same issue. Homeowners are being hit with through-the-roof costs, and worse yet, some of them are getting cancellation notices on their homeowner's insurance because of the location of their property, unless they meet some new requirements, which is Firewise. Firewise is a program that's been developed by the National Fire Protection Association, and they have developed Firewise to help communities and homeowners reduce the risk of wildfire damage to their properties and their homes. It's about taking proactive steps to create what's called a defensible space. And this is a space that's between your home and the surrounding vegetation to mitigate any wildfire risk and, I should say, damage or loss. So what is this defensible space? What does it look like? Well, some of these things that you can do are actually very simple things and very common sense things, if you ask me. One of the reasons why I'm standing where I'm standing is because I wanted to show you. Can you see all these wood piles? That would be something that would not be a good idea, especially if it's close to a home or a building. Now, there is a barn over there, and I am not seeing a lot of firewood up against that building, which is a good thing, but we have these little spots here that things are spaced out, and you can see that if a fire were to come through here, this would be just moving right towards that building. This is not a very good plan right here. So things like clearing the dry brush, the pine needles, and the dead leaves from around your house, keeping the firewood piles away from your 30 feet away from your home. Also keeping branches at least 10 feet from your roof line or even your chimney. Those are kind of common sense things, but there are some other things that maybe you didn't know about, like maybe installing ember resistant vents and roofing materials. Maybe using gravel or fire resistant landscaping instead of like mulch around your home. Did you know that there's actually some trees that are a little bit more fire resistant than others? This was something that I learned just last week as I did this education that is required by the state of Arizona. But I did learn that deciduous trees like the Arizona ash, the Arizona sycamore, and the Gamble oak are often preferred because they are less flammable and have high moisture content in their leaves, making them less prone to ignition. And additionally, there are some evergreen species like the ponderosa pine, which we have a lot here, and the Arizona cypress can also be more fire resistant due to their thick bark and other protective features. So if you're doing some landscaping around your home, maybe look into those landscaping trees and different ideas if you want to have, a natural look. And then, of course, the other thing is maintaining a lean, clean, and green zone within 5 feet of your home. Now, I'm going to just give you this quick little brochure peek. Greg can zoom in on it. I'm going to put a QR code on the screen for you now and at the end this will take you directly to the Firewise website, and it actually will have this little map in here, which I think is really a great visual for what is spaced out, 5 feet from your home, 10 feet from your home, 30 feet from your home. And so this is a great resource for you to look at becoming Firewise. So, Firewise used to be kind of like not required, but the insurance companies are now making it required. So one of the things that you need to know if you're buying or selling a home is your community Firewise? Because there are actually communities that are becoming Firewise, and they're making these improvements and changes to their homes and into their little communities and subdivisions. And that is what the homeowners insurance companies are looking for. Right now, you are going to be looking at keeping your policy, which is a good thing, or having a lesser discounted amount if your community is Firewise or if your home is Firewise. I wanted to mention that one of the things that insurers are also doing that I want you to be aware of is some of them are actually now coming out to the properties to do an inspection to see if this policy is really a good thing to give you because of how your home is. If you are doing any of these changes to your property, document everything. Take photos, before and after photos, keep your receipts, so you can be able to show the insurance company that you have documented proof that you have made these changes, so they can't, say that you didn't. We want you to keep your homeowner's insurance, so try to do these things to your home so you're able to, have your home be insured. I was at a symposium just last week where I was speaking with another agent, and I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, but as we all know, some people just don't carry, homeowners insurance, especially if they own their home outright, like there's not a mortgage on the property. And we're starting to see that here. If the homes are owned, there's no mortgage, people are choosing to not insure their homes. And that's really scary. The other thing that as a buyer, it's very important for you to do your due diligence during your inspection period. If you put an offer in on a home, you have a 10-day inspection period. That's standard. You can make it more if you like, but it is so important at that point to start looking into homeowners insurance, because if you get to the signing table and you haven't been able to insure your home, you're not signing. So you just lost out. So do your due diligence if you are considering purchasing, because you've got that is your responsibility, and you want to make sure that you're able to not only afford to insure your home, but to have that homeowner's insurance for the property that you're purchasing. One of the other things that you can do as a homeowner or a buyer is reach out to the local fire districts and ask about getting a home wildfire risk assessment. A lot of the fire stations have specified a certain person in like a town to do that, where they're coming out to the homes and even doing community meetings in a subdivision to help inform homeowners about becoming Firewise. So whether you're buying or selling a home, it's very critical that you understand these requirements. Again, the QR code is on the screen. It will link you to the Firewise website, so check it out and make sure you're keeping your home insurable. But the bottom line is, in 2025 now and moving forward, it's going to be the new standard, I think, for homeowners insurance, especially here in northern Arizona. So I hope this video was informative for you. Feel free to ask me questions. If I don't know the questions, I'll try to get the answers for you. Please share this video with someone that you think needs this information. We're trying to get the word out about being Firewise here out in northern Arizona. So share it with someone that you might think that this would be useful for them. And please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week on this channel. But make it a great day at Living in Sedona.